Hi, I wanted to tell you guys what happened to me last night. You know, I have a MacBook Pro and I had to buy a new cable for my printer. So there's a new Apple store that just opened up like 4 weeks ago. Okay, it's like a mile from my house. I had never been there, but I knew where it was. So I pull up in my car, and where the Mac store is, and all this light is like emanating from this edifice. It's like, ah. And I pull up and I thought, is that the Mac store or like a temple? And it's the Mac store, and I pull in, and it's all white and glass and 2001: A Space Odyssey in there, and all high tech, of course. And I thought, oh, cool. So I walk in, and this guy, everybody in there is like mellow, and he comes up and he goes, "Hey, may I help you?" And I go, "Oh, yeah, I need to buy a cable for my printer." And he goes, "Right this way." And he reaches up and he picks a cable and he goes, "Here." And I go, "Well, wait a minute. My printer's a Photo Smart." And I start to rattle off the numbers. And he goes, "It doesn't matter. This will fit." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then I ask him, I go, "Do you have any games?" And he goes, "Of course." And he shows me this whole wall of games. And he goes, "What exactly are you looking for?" And I said, "Well, I would really like to, a word game, maybe some mental aerobics, because obviously, I need them." And he goes, "Oh, let me go in the back and see if we have something that will fit that description." It's like, how often do you hear that? "Oh, let me go in the back and check." I'm all, cool. And he comes back a couple minutes later and he's all like, "We don't have anything right now that would fit that description for you. But let me show you something. Have you tried this?" And he opens up this, one of 4,000 MacBook Pros that are out there on the tables, and he hits widgets, which is on the bottom of the screen of all of them. And then he hits a little plus sign, and then he clicks more widgets. And so eventually what comes up is like 4 million games that I can upload to my desktop. And I'm all like, my computer doesn't have that. And he goes, "How long have you had your computer?" And I go, "About a year and a half." And he went, "I'm fairly certain that your computer has this." So I'm all like, okay, well, okay, I guess I'll just go ahead and get this. And so, like, where's your checkout? And he pulls this little thing out of his pocket and he goes, "Right here." I'm all like, okay. All right, so we just checked out, like, right there where we were standing in his little pocket thing. And he goes, "Being mindful of the environment, would you like me to go ahead and print you out a receipt or just email it to you?" I go, "Okay, sure, you can just email it to me. We'll save some trees." So I think this is the new way of doing business. I don't know who these people are. I'm going back next week to ask them, like, if they know when and how I'm going to die. Because they're onto something. I think the people that work for Mac maybe know God. I'm just saying.